Hello, this is Allison Church. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. 12 more days to go. It's like that rather long and annoying Christmas song now, the 12 days of, reassignment kind of thing. Yesterday I talked about the importance of horror. Today I will talk about the importance of one of my own creations. I did a 3-book series, which I hope to turn into a 6-book series soon. But it's called The Known World Chronicles, known spelled without the K. And it follows the adventures of a knight and his squire. The knight's name is Karan the Knight, and the squire's name is Jetel. And I wrote this book in a way to try to curb my dysphoria back when I thought that it was just a mind kink, and I didn't want to face the truth, but I was so close to the cusp of facing it. It was scary, looking back in hindsight. And basically it's a story about this knight who is the champion of his land, kind of like a Lancelot kind of person. And through faults that were not his own, and through selfish intents by the victim, so to speak, he was blamed for the death of a very powerful Wicca master's daughter. She went momentarily insane and thought of and was obsessed with revenge, and she blamed Karan for her daughter's death. So, to teach him a lesson, she turned this brave knight, this wonderful man, into the planet's most beautiful and desirable female. And to add insult to injury, this proud man was made through an act of a spell to fall in love with his squire. And Jetel was one of those sweetest, simplest of people that walked the planet. And she couldn't help but fall in love with him too. And while she's doing all this, she's got all these fantastic adventures that she goes through, and I explored a lot of adult situations in my mind that I knew I could not explore in real life. At least not in the way that I knew that I would want to. I mean, I'd have to be a woman to explore these things. So that was fun. However, I was dating a woman at the time, and I told her right from day one when I started creating this trilogy that in the book, I am Jetel. And when I got to writing the 3rd book and she finally read that book, she had this look of concern on her face. Because in the 3rd book, spoiler alert, in the 3rd book, Jetel gets turned into an attractive woman as well. And she said, "But you're always Jetel in the story." I go, "Yes." She said, "But Jetel gets turned into a woman, so does that mean you want to be a woman?" I remember I could not answer that question for her. I tried to evade it with every bit of logic or creativity I could think of, telling her that, well, it made the plot different. It added a little more drama to an already 2-book series. It was right after me and her finally said goodbye to each other. We're still good friends, but we said goodbye to each other as a couple, that I finally met the woman who I call She Who Shall Not Be Named. And it was my experience with her that finally gave me the courage to come out and say that maybe there is something to this. And when I came back home, I went to a therapist and was diagnosed with gender dysphoria. That's when everything started falling into place. So if you ever want to catch what my frame of mind was at the time when I was still in complete denial, up to my hip in the denial, and battling, this against the heart, and the heart against this, read my Known World Chronicles. They're under my dead name, but if you go to the website that's listed or linked in my profile, you should be able to find it. Well, 12 more days to go. This is Allison Church, and this has been Allison Through the Looking Glass. So please, be kind. Be tolerant. But above all, my dear, dear friends, be happy. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.